Have you ever considered the true impact of the food you choose for your family or to grow on your land? In the complex web of food production, organic agriculture stands out as a beacon of sustainability and ethics. But what exactly makes a food product organic? What are the principles that guide organic farmers? And how can they transform not only the land, but also the communities and markets around them? In this video, we will explore the pillars of organic agriculture. We'll see how adopting these principles can benefit not only the environment, but also improve consumer health and provide a fair business model for producers. Get ready to discover how every choice, whether on the supermarket shelf or in the field, reflects a commitment to a more sustainable future. A product can be considered organic if it is produced according to specific standards that involve environmentally sustainable and socially responsible farming and processing practices. These standards are regulated by recognized certifying bodies and vary from country to country, but they generally include the following basic guidelines: no synthetic chemicals and no use of genetically modified organisms, GMOs. But beyond these two basic points, according to the International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movements, IFOAM, organic agriculture is based on 4 fundamental principles that aim to promote sustainable, ethical, and environmentally conscious practices. First principle, the principle of health. The principle of health in organic agriculture emphasizes the importance of maintaining and promoting health across all dimensions of the agricultural ecosystem, including soil, plants, animals, humans, and the environment as a whole. This principle is fundamental because it recognizes the interdependence of these elements and the need for practices that support life and well-being in the long term. Soil is the foundation of organic agriculture and is seen not just as a medium for plant growth, but as a living, complex organism that must be nurtured. Soil health is promoted through practices like composting, which adds organic matter to the soil, improving its structure and its ability to retain water and nutrients. Crop rotation and cover cropping are also essential for maintaining soil fertility and preventing erosion and degradation. By avoiding synthetic fertilizers, organic agriculture reduces soil salinization and acidification, protecting its biological functions and helping maintain a rich, diverse underground ecosystem. Healthy plants are more resistant to diseases and pests. In organic farming, plant health is ensured by strengthening their natural resistance through proper nutrition and cultural practices that respect natural cycles. The use of plant varieties adapted to local conditions and crop diversification contributes to the resilience of the agroecosystem. Avoiding synthetic pesticides allows plants to develop their own defenses, supported by natural pest predators, which are encouraged in an organic environment. Animal welfare is central in organic farming. Organically raised animals are guaranteed adequate space, access to the outdoors, and are fed organic feed free of antibiotics, growth hormones, and GMOs. This environment promotes the natural development of animals and reduces stress, minimizing the need for medical interventions. Maintaining ethical practices in animal care reflects a holistic approach that benefits both animals and consumers. Human health is directly influenced by the quality of the food consumed and the environment in which we live. Organic foods are produced without synthetic chemicals, resulting in products with lower pesticide residues and potentially higher nutritional content. Organic agriculture has a deep respect for the environment. The prohibition of synthetic pesticides and chemical fertilizers prevents the contamination of soils, waterways, and groundwater. Organic practices also tend to increase biodiversity, both in terms of crop varieties and beneficial fauna, including pollinators and other animals essential to ecosystem health. Additionally, methods like low-carbon agriculture and carbon sequestration through soil contribute to climate change mitigation. Implementing the principle of health in organic agriculture, therefore, is not just a way to produce food. It is a comprehensive commitment to life and health in all its forms. This principle guides farmers to consider the long-term implications of their practices and to choose methods that sustain and enrich natural systems. Second principle, the principle of ecology. The principle of ecology in organic agriculture emphasizes the importance of working in harmony with nature, rather than trying to dominate or drastically modify it. This principle recognizes that agricultural systems are part of a broader ecosystem, with intricate relationships between all living and non-living components. Organic agriculture seeks to integrate natural biological cycles into farming systems. This involves understanding and respecting the life cycles of plants, animals, and soil microorganisms. For example, nitrogen is a crucial nutrient for plants and can be naturally fixed in the soil through the cultivation of legumes that capture nitrogen from the air and transform it into forms that plants can use. Another example is the integration of animals on the farm, where manure can be used to enrich the soil, closing the nutrient cycle. Biodiversity is a key indicator of ecosystem health. Organic farmers are encouraged to cultivate a variety of plant species and varieties, which not only reduces the dependence on external inputs, but also increases resilience against pests and diseases. Preserving and promoting the genetic diversity of crops and maintaining natural habitats within and around farmland helps sustain a healthy population of pollinators and natural pest predators. This includes maintaining flower strips, hedgerows, and other elements that support biodiversity. Recognizing that each location has its own climate, soils, and ecosystems, organic agriculture promotes the adaptation of farming practices to local conditions. This can mean selecting crops and varieties that are naturally suited to the local environment, minimizing the need for artificial interventions. It also includes using traditional practices that have been developed over generations to work with the local environment rather than against it. Instead of relying on chemical pesticides, organic agriculture uses biological control, which includes the introduction or promotion of natural pest predators. This can involve introducing beneficial insects that eat or parasitize pests, or planting varieties that attract these beneficial insects. This helps keep pest populations in check, reducing their ability to cause significant economic damage to crops. By implementing the principle of ecology, organic agriculture aims to create a production system that is sustainable and harmonious, promoting environmental health and agricultural productivity in an integrated and respectful way. This principle is essential for building agricultural systems that not only produce food, but also sustain the life and ecosystems in which they are embedded. Now, the third principle of organic agriculture is the principle of fairness. The principle of fairness is one of the fundamental pillars of organic agriculture and encompasses a wide range of ethical and equitable practices that ensure justice not only for humans, but also for animals and the environment as a whole. This principle reflects a holistic approach to food production, which is concerned with the social and economic conditions of those involved, as well as the environmental impact of agricultural practices. Organic agriculture recognizes that natural resources such as land, water, and biodiversity are common goods that must be used sustainably. This implies management practices that not only avoid environmental degradation, but also promote the regeneration of ecosystems. Practices like minimizing the use of non-renewable energy and reducing carbon emissions align with the principle of fairness, as they consider the rights of future generations to a healthy and productive environment. Within organic agriculture, it is essential to ensure that all workers receive fair wages, have safe working conditions, and are treated with respect and dignity. This includes compliance with all relevant local and international labor laws and the promotion of a work environment that supports both the physical and mental well-being of workers. Respect for workers' rights is crucial not only for maintaining the ethical integrity of the organic sector, but also for ensuring the quality and sustainability of products. Organic farmers and workers should receive a fair price for their products and labor, reflecting both the true costs of sustainable production and a premium for the quality and environmental benefits of organic methods. This is often achieved through certifications that allow organic producers to access premium markets and ensure adequate compensation. The principle of fairness also addresses the importance of securing and respecting farmers' rights, including their rights to land, water, and other natural resources. Organic farmers often face specific challenges, such as the need to maintain the organic integrity of their land in the face of potential contamination from nearby conventional practices. Supporting farmers in accessing resources, training, and fair markets is crucial for the sustainability of the organic sector. Business practices within organic agriculture should be transparent and based on honesty, accountability, and fairness. This includes respect for all partners and stakeholders in the value chain, from producer to consumer. Fair trade is often integrated into organic practices, ensuring that small producers and disadvantaged communities receive a fair share of the economic benefits. Finally, the principle of fairness extends to respect for animals, treating them in a way that allows for the expression of their natural behaviors and avoiding unnecessary suffering. This aligns with the ethical vision of organic agriculture, which views animals as an integral part of the farming ecosystem. This principle of fairness not only grounds an ethical approach to agriculture, but also promotes long-term sustainability, ensuring that agricultural practices benefit all parties equitably, including the planet. And finally, the principle of care. The principle of care in organic agriculture emphasizes responsibility and precaution in managing natural resources and food production, aiming to protect not only the health of current generations, but also that of future ones. This principle recognizes the complexity of natural systems and the need for cautious approaches to avoid irreversible damage to the environment and human health. Precautionary management is fundamental in the context of organic agriculture, where uncertainty about the long-term effects of new technologies and practices can be significant. This principle advises exercising caution, avoiding practices that may have unknown negative environmental or social impacts. This includes restricting the use of biotechnological innovations, such as genetically modified organisms, whose long-term effects on health and the environment are not yet fully understood. Adopting practices that promote the health and well-being of both present and future generations is a key component of this principle. This involves not only avoiding harmful chemicals and unsustainable farming practices, but also promoting an environment where food is produced ethically and healthily. Practices such as using natural fertilizers, integrated pest management, and promoting biodiversity are examples of how organic agriculture seeks to achieve these goals. Organic farmers are encouraged to adopt technologies and practices that are beneficial or neutral to the environment. This may include the use of renewable energy, water conservation techniques, and farming methods that preserve or improve soil quality and the local environment. Choosing sustainable practices also involves considering how they will affect the environment and society in the future. The principle of care acknowledges that it is not always possible to foresee all the effects of an agricultural intervention. Therefore, organic farmers must consider the uncertainties and potential long-term impacts of their actions. This involves continuously monitoring practices and being willing to adjust them as new information becomes available. Transparency and accountability are key in this process, allowing knowledge and experiences to be shared within the farming community and with the public. By implementing the principle of care, organic agriculture not only protects natural resources for current generations, but also contributes to a legacy of sustainability for the future. This principle encourages the creation of production systems that not only meet the immediate need for food, but also preserve the planet's capacity to sustain life in the future. Thus, the principle of care guides organic agriculture to be a deeply responsible and ethical practice, considering long-term consequences and the uncertainties inherent in agricultural production. This principle reinforces the need for a conservative and well-informed approach to ensure that today's farming practices do not compromise the health and well-being of future generations or the planet. These principles help guide organic farmers in producing food in a way that respects nature, sustains the local economy, and provides healthy products without adverse impact on the environment or society. At this point in the video, We hope that whether you are a consumer or a farmer, you feel inspired and informed about the transformative impact of organic agriculture. The principles of health, ecology, fairness, and care that we've detailed are not just ethical guidelines. They are the foundation for a food system that respects life and the planet. For consumers, choosing organic products means supporting practices that protect and nurture the environment. For farmers, whether maintaining or transitioning to organic practices, it means investing in methods that ensure the sustainability of their land and the health of communities over time. Every decision for organic products is a vote for a future where nature and people coexist in harmony. Together, let's cultivate and choose paths that lead us to a fairer and greener world. After all, the true harvest of organic agriculture goes beyond food. It is the legacy of a healthy environment and an equitable society for future generations. See you soon, and let's walk toward a bountiful earth.